Patty Christensen, Hand CRPS lady, slowly recovering from that awful sickness that I had. I've been posting videos daily, even though there's kind of been a little bit of a gap in there as I was recovering. But part of my new year, what do you call them, resolutions, plans, my plans for this year is something I wanted to talk about, because what you don't know about me, or unless you know me, then you know this, is I don't respond well to people saying girls can't do that. Okay, I don't label myself like feminist or anything, but I'm just like, that just bugs me. Hence why I became an air traffic controller at the age of 21. But anyway, at some point in my life, somebody said, girls can't do home remodels. So I really got into that, buying just really run down, nasty ghetto houses and then fixing them up. I would never do anything structural or anything like that, but, changing flooring, painting, replacing drywall, that kind of thing. But those days are gone. Let's be honest. Maybe a little light painting, though. Last time I tried to do that, it gave me a migraine, so maybe not even that. But what happened was, this house that I live in was in the midst of a remodel, and then I shut down. I couldn't do anything. And my husband, it's just not his gig. He tried, he gets frustrated, he just doesn't, anyway, it's just not his idea of a good time. So it's been sitting for 2 years, like half done. It's awful. But now that I'm finally getting well enough that it's like, I should have people over. Well, I can't, because I'm embarrassed, right? And so I've decided that I need to get some things done. But the hard part, ugh, that sounded gross. The hard part for me is I can't do it myself, so I'm going to have to hire it out. And okay, financial, of course, but it's also emotional. Having to accept that this is something that I realistically can't do anymore. I will just end up, hurting myself bad and causing problems, and husband doesn't want to do this, so I've got to hire somebody. What I'm struggling with is finding the right fit. I have a very strict rule when it comes to people who work in my home, and that is the person that I talk to, the person who comes and looks at things, the person who actually does the work, and the person that I pay need to be the same. Nothing makes me madder than some slick person coming over and selling you a bill of goods, and then come to find out, no, they've just pimped out their license, and, people, very unqualified people, show up and you can't even communicate with them because they don't speak English. It's awful. But then you're paying high end as if that actual person had done the work. So I'm going to be trying to figure that out, how to find the right person that's going to be the right fit for me, and that will be one of the requirements, is the person that I talk to, the person who looks at it, the person who does the work, and the person that I pay have to all be the same person. Now, some of this may be big jobs, and you may have some underlings beside you, getting you the tile or whatever, fine. But this is going to be one of my strict rules, and it'll be very interesting to see how people respond to that. I have a plumber that I love and an electrician that I love, and my hope is that they've interacted with like a tile person or something like that, so it can have, if it's got their seal of approval, right? It's just the putting the ads out and then random people who prostitute their licenses. It's a huge problem here in Utah. It's probably a huge problem everywhere. But so that's going to be one of the things that I'm going to be working on at some point throughout the year. Just trying to get my house back in order so that now that I'm getting better, other than this sickness, I can actually, entertain again. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe.